Under a stormy sky, Jesus staggers forward, the heavy cross pressing upon his torn shoulders. The crowd's jeers are deafening, yet his eyes, filled with divine resolve, lock onto the hill ahead. Blood mingles with dust on his brow, the weight of all humanity's sin pressing deeper than the wood upon his back. The cross, both burden and destiny, looms against the gray expanse, a symbol of love's sacrifice amidst the cruelty of men. As the nails pierce flesh, Jesus' whisper, "Father, forgive them," cuts through the mockery like a ripple in a storm. The words, barely audible, yet thunderous in meaning, hang suspended in the dust-heavy air. Soldiers pause mid-laughter. A hush falls where cruelty once clamored. Heaven's mercy, embodied in this dying king, speaks not to the deserving, but the undeserving. The first stroke of redemption's surprising grace. A Roman guard's hand halts mid-gesture, his spear poised to strike yet frozen in doubt. His eyes, hardened by years of war, flicker, unprepared for this mercy. The divine plea has slipped past armor and tradition, stirring something ancient and buried. For a moment, the world holds its breath. Even the wind forgets to howl. The crowd's sneers falter as if struck silent by an unseen hand. Their shadows, once looming large upon the ground, now recede as light pools at the foot of the cross. Fists unclench, tongues still laced with venom, yet falter mid-curse. Here, grace does not demand righteousness, it disarms it, leaving room only for the stunned silence of men outmatched by love. When the sour wine touches his lips, it is not the vinegar that stings, it is the symbol of humanity's bitter rejection. The drink, held high by mocking hands, is taken willingly, every drop a mirror of the acid weight of sin, yet he drinks not to quench thirst, but to acknowledge the depth of the cup he must embrace to its dregs. Mary's tears trace paths down her worn cheeks, her sobs the only sound that answers his confession. A mother's grief, raw and unshielded, meets the divine. Her blue shawl, twilight's echo, blurs with the cross's silhouette. In this collision of love and loss, human sorrow cradles the divine, for even as he saves the world, she can only whisper, "My son." The spear drops. The soldier from the trial's frenzy now stands hollowed. Armor that once gleamed with authority is stripped by a single tear cutting through bloodstains. This was God, he breathes, and the admission, quiet as it is, thunders louder than the earthquake or the ripping temple curtain. The cry that first pierced despair now pierces a heart. Darkness does not so much lift as it is undone. The cross's shadow dwindles against the hill, the blood at its base no longer spilt, but sealed. A whisper lingers where he once hung, "Father," soft as child's cheek against a pardoning parent. And as the sun breaks, so too does the understanding. Death was not the end, but the brittle husk hope wears before it is made gold.